This book is called The Dance Teacher. It's another one that we used to borrow from the library a lot, and then we borrowed it so many times that I eventually invested in our own copy because the kids loved it so much. It's really, really nice. One of the first people I lent it to was Edna, who was the principal of Over the Moon, who many of you will know, and she just thought it was gorgeous as well, but it really reminded me of her because she's been teaching kids to dance since I was a kid. And yeah, this story really reminded me a lot of her. So here it is, The Dance Teacher. And you can see here, Aurora has written her name in it, back when she was still doing R's like that. So probably when she was about 4, going on 5, I would say. Miss Sylvie had a dance studio just over the bridge. Every Saturday she'd listen for the sound of feet on the path. A few minutes later the studio door would open and her students would rush in. In the morning she taught a junior ballet class. At lunchtime she taught an intermediate hip-hop class, and in the afternoon she taught a senior jazz and tap class. Teaching is the best job in the world, Miss Sylvie always said. One weekend, Miss Sylvie was practicing at the bar when a little girl peered around the studio door. "Hello," said Miss Sylvie. "Hello," said the little girl. "I am Isabel. I want to be a ballerina." "Dancing is hard work. You have to practice every week. Are you ready to work hard?" asked Miss Sylvie. Isabel nodded. So Isabel joined Miss Sylvie's junior ballet class. She practiced the 5 positions: first, second, third, fourth, and 5th. The next year, all the ballet students joined the hip-hop class, except Isabel and her 2 friends, Holly and Sarah. "We want to keep doing ballet," Isabel said. "Don't you want to join the hip-hop class with all your other friends?" asked Miss Sylvie. Isabel nodded. "But we want to be ballerinas more than anything." So Miss Sylvie let them join her weeknight classes. The 3 girls practiced over and over again. They learned plie, arabesque, glissé, and pas de chat. This was Isabel's favourite, the step of the cat. Sometimes the girls had to rest because of their injuries. Sometimes they had to miss birthday parties, but they never missed Miss Sylvie's ballet class. Then life got in the way for the 3 girls. Holly no longer had time for ballet. Sarah joined the hockey team. Only Isabel kept going, day after day, week after week, and year after year. The time came when Isabel was ready for point work. She took Miss Sylvie's hand and went up on point for the first time. Then she danced across the studio floor on her own. She felt beautiful and strong and free. Miss Sylvie was so proud. Isabel was a ballerina at last. One day, Isabel was accepted into the dance academy in the city. She and Miss Sylvie wrote to each other every week. As her dancing improved, Isabel joined the corps de ballet. Over time, she became a soloist, then a principal, then a prima ballerina. Miss Sylvie was the proudest teacher ever. Isabel danced all around the world for many years. She loved being a ballerina. One day, many years later, Isabel knew that she was ready to stop. "I am tired," she said to herself. "I want to go home." The first thing Isabel did when she got home was cross the bridge to Miss Sylvie's dance studio. Miss Sylvie was sitting in her chair when a familiar face peered around the studio door. Isabel. Isabel and Miss Sylvie gave each other the biggest hug ever. I am ready to become a teacher, said Isabel. Are you sure? Miss Sylvie said. Isabel nodded. So Isabel bought the dance studio from Miss Sylvie. Now she teaches the morning junior ballet class, the lunchtime intermediate hip-hop class, and the afternoon senior jazz and tap class. At the end of each day, she sits down in her chair to rest. Teaching is the best job in the world, she says to herself. And one day, a little girl peers through the studio door. And that's the end. Aurora, what do you think of this book?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
What do you love most about it? Don't know? Does it remind you of anything?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Really sure.
Not really sure. Should you be in bed? Is it very late?